Watch this woman being questioned by Border Patrol agents aboard a Greyhound bus in Florida. The video went viral and caused outrage online. But wait, is this lawful?
There's a provision of law that says immigration officers can conduct searches of cars and airplanes and other means of transportation within a reasonable distance of the border.
It's true. It's part of U.S. Code of Law, Title 8, Section 1357A. It says that within a reasonable distance from land borders and coastlines, agents can freely question anyone. But what is a reasonable distance?
The Department of Homeland Security has interpreted that within 100 miles of the border.
America's major cities are near these coastlines, which means nearly 2 out of every 3 Americans live within this zone. And in places like Florida, where the entire state is 100 miles from the coastline, even tourists are susceptible to questioning.
The Customs and Border Protection Division takes the position that they have the right to search vehicles within 100 miles of the border without a warrant.
And although far from a physical border, in this area, Border Patrol can also operate secondary checkpoints.
They exist primarily in the Southwest, and these are literal physical barriers that go across U.S. highways, which are manned by the Border Patrol.
According to the government's Accountability Office, agents have more legal authority near these checkpoints. Still, some challenge the constitutionality of these stations.
They violate the Constitution by demanding that we answer questions, and the real question is, am I being detained? Yes. On what grounds am I being detained? The Constitution. That's a new one on me, actually.
We do not have a legal requirement in the United States that people carry identity documents, and that and there's no requirement that people produce those documents to immigration officers on demand.
But back to the incident on the Greyhound bus. All passengers were asked for proof of citizenship.
Border Patrol agents can approach people and start asking questions. It is very clear that unless you're at an international port of entry, the person being questioned is under no obligation to answer those questions.
But just because a person chooses not to answer doesn't mean that they're free to go.
The Border Patrol agent will do what he or she thinks they have the authority to do in the end.
In a statement, Border Patrol says the agents did not need a warrant to enter the bus, because it was within the 100-mile border zone.